So welcome everyone to World of Wildlife for May 2026. It's a big month, May, for many reasons. We'll get to some of those reasons, won't we, during today, I think. I'm going to start by sharing my screen. My name is Dr. Sarah Pai, and I host this event together with Dr. Wong Siew Te from the Borneo and Sunbay Conservation Centre. World of Wildlife happens once a month on the 10th of every month. And thank you guys for coming today. Don't forget, you can invite all your friends. Anyone can come, and this is not a paid event. So anyone is welcome to come in here and hear from all kinds of incredible wildlife people around the world. So about me, what do I do? Oops, went a bit too quick there. I'm an author and I write books about wildlife. So the first one, the black one, is the biography of Dr. Wong Siew Te, my co-host, which I wrote as part of my Doctor of Creative Arts degree. Once I'd finished that, I realized that I really wanted to engage kids in conservation through narratives. So there are 6 books about Wildlife Wong and his adventures with different species. These are all non-fiction narratives, and they're suitable for kids age range from 8 to 12. My most recent book, which launched last year, is Curious Kai Asks Why, also for the same age group. And Curious Kai Asks Why is about a young girl with endless quirky questions about wildlife. She and her mum travel around Queensland meeting real scientists who can answer her questions. Crazy things like, are bats rats with wings or birds with fur? Can fish fly? Are cassowaries good dads? Things like that. So lots of cool stuff in there. The scientists are real, the narrative is not. So it's kind of a blended fiction, non-fiction. I do a lot of workshops in schools which connect kids to nature through my books and through the animals that Wong spends time with as well. One of them you can see I've got with me right here. We've got a visiting sun bear today. My latest workshop, I'm so excited about. I told you a little bit about it last month. The Parliament of Animals is something that I've been developing for about 2 or 3 years. It's an investigation into environment and civics, because we can't make changes unless we know how to work the system. So it's a workshop that's done through 5 different acts. It's aimed at school leaders in primary and high school, and it's also focused on year 5 or 6 primarily, because that's the time when Australian curriculum focuses on civics. So this idea is really cool, because I pretend to be the acting mayor of the Sunshine Coast. The acting mayor has invited everyone to a meeting to determine whether a development should take place, and she has invited both the humans and the non-humans. So during this 5-act investigation, children investigate one endangered species in my local region. They then become that species by actually practicing. You can see kids here practicing to be a flying fox in the background. They then dress up as that species, and one of them becomes that character in a parliamentary situation. So they learn all about how our parliamentary system in Australia works. It's actually one of the strongest democracies in the world, and we learn why it is such a thing. I've been doing a lot of development of that because the Sunshine Coast Council asked me to develop it for local species. So that will be launched as an open source for all schools sometime in the next month or so. All the materials that I've developed will be available for school teachers and school and educators to download, to be able to run the Parliament of Animals themselves. Of course, if people prefer, they can also have me come and deliver. So that's something that I'm very, very proud of, and it's nearly ready to launch. You're the first people to know all about that. I've also been doing some work in after school cares and vacation cares over the last few weeks of when there was a holiday. And I'm now getting back into teaching at university and teaching and doing workshops in school during the term. So that's sort of what I've been up to. Few things going on. Along the way, my daughter Amber graduated. So this was a super big day for me. She was only allowed 4 tickets to attend graduation, and she had 5 people she needed to invite. So the only way we could do that was if I was actually in the academic procession. So I got to don my funny hat and be in the academic procession as well. But that was quite cool for the photos as well. So we had a really, really good day. I'm really super proud of this woman. She's incredible. She's now moved to the centre of Queensland in Bowen, and she's a drama and film and media teacher at Bowen High School. So she's doing really well. We had another big celebration this month. In fact, only 2 days ago was Sir David Attenborough's birthday, his 100th birthday. Now, I want you guys to put your hand up if you've been inspired by this man. Yeah, virtual or real one will do. When I wrote this book, when I wrote Saving Sun Bears, you can see it. When I wrote Saving Sun Bears, I interviewed 45 different conservationists, all who knew Wong, and Wong is in many of those pictures. Almost every single one of them said this man was one of the reasons they had become a conservationist. So we owe a great deal to David Attenborough. I don't know what the world will be like when he eventually leaves it, and I hope we'll have enough people standing up for wildlife in his stead. Now you can see that Wong has met David Attenborough. He's visited Borneo way back in the 50s. The picture on the right was him meeting a sun bear in the 1950s. And the other three pictures is when he visited the Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Centre a lot more recently. So I'm going to pass over to my co-host, Dr. Wong Siew Te. This is Dr. Wong Siew Te, founder of the Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Centre. Maybe he can start by telling us a little bit about that story. Over to you, Wong.
Okay. Hi, guys. Thank you very much. Sorry, I missed out the last meeting because it was like, what, 5 a.m. in my time. Because I sleep late, I just cannot wake up during that time. So apology for that. So this month has been, last month also. I mean, every month has been very busy. I think there is no month who is not busy for us. Where should I start? Start from the visit of Sir David Attenborough, because this year was a big year because Sir David has his 100th birthday. As many of you have seen the celebrations in England, he was invited to the Abbot's Hall with Prince Charles, Prince
William.
Williams sitting beside him, and all these things. And then actually the King Charles actually wrote him a letter that got passed on by so many animals. So it was a very, very well done piece. So he have been here many years ago. I think 24
or 2014 or 15, wasn't it?
2015 or 16. Yeah, something like that. And then at the time he was revisiting the places that he visited in the past, and then in Borneo he had been here for a few times, including the last documentary that he did, many years ago. Is called The Private Life of Plant, and he was actually here at Dunham Valley, and then and my study area. And then so this is the times where he visited the place, including visited the Sun Bear Center for the very first time, because obviously before, when he was here, the Sun Bear Center was not around. And I remember we have a pretty long conversation. At the times I did not know that they are here until I got a radio call. Oh, Sir David is visiting, and then I better be there. At the time I was wearing my yellow boots and working in the bear house. I think we are sedating one of our bears to do a health check or something like that. And then so I immediately rush out to meet the guest of honor, the VVIP. So we click and we talk about everything, including sun bear. And then I asked him whether he know anything about sun bear. He said he don't. So he was listening to me, doing this thing, knocking his head, and then listening to me talking about sun bears. And then I think I remember at the end of the conversation, I asked him whether he have seen any wild sun bear. He said yes. Where? Kinabatangan. When? 1956 or 1957? And then he said at the time, the river water of Kinabatangan is clear. Why?
Wow.
Because there's no siltation, there's no sedimentation, there's no logging, there's no commercial logging during that time. Yeah, the entire Borneo is still pretty pristine, so to speak. And then it's just over that several decades, things changed so much. And he's one of the very few people in the world who have witnessed the before and after, and who is still alive, and we have visited so many places across the world, from the Arctic to the Antarctic to the tropics to everywhere, and documenting the nature world. Yeah, so I think, every words that he speak means something, because he was there. He's not making it up. It's not that his research team come out with the script for him. He have been through that. He have witnessed those, so every single words is so powerful. Is I think it's because of that. So that meeting makes a very, very big impact to me. And then that's why 2 days ago I posted, wishing Sir David happy birthday. I said I wish I can live up to like 100 years. Yeah, and then I got
Yeah,
what
wouldn't that be
I
good?
yeah, I got 43 years to go. Yeah, so I
Oh,
have to
that's
keep healthy,
awesome.
stay healthy, and live for 100 years. Yeah, 100 year healthily, not 100 years like the last many years
Absolutely.
on the bed or something like that. Or it will be horrible. So anyway, healthily, that I can capable of moving around. I'm still can speak. Yeah, I can take care of myself,
Yeah,
and
it'd
I'm
be pretty
in good
awesome.
health. Yeah, pretty
Well,
awesome.
Would you like to tell us a little bit what's going on in Borneo? I know that you've got the International Sun Bear Day coming up, and you probably
Yeah.
want to give us an update on the couple of bears, the new bears as well, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So yes. So next Saturday we are celebrating International Samba Day. Every years on May 16, we are celebrating that in commemorate of our very first bear that rescued into the wild. Natalie, she was rescued on May 16 in 2015. And then so we use that as the day of the International Samba Day. And May 16 also is Teachers' Days in Malaysia. And it also happened to be my birthday. So we celebrate three celebration at one time. So I'll be very busy during my birthday next weekend. And then yesterday and today, if you see our posting, we are doing a small celebration of pre-international Sunday Day, where we invite schools, have engaged visitors to do a series of activities, game, and so on and so forth. So try to cheer things up. Okay, as for the cubs that we rescued, Manja, the one that we rescued on February 9th, when we got her, she was 2.2 kilogram, and right now she is 6 point almost 7 kilogram now.
Brilliant.
Yes, the first month her body weight remained the same or even dropping. So the first month was very bad for her, and then keep on diarrhea. And then there was one time we have to put her in the incubator with oxygen supply to her, because she's completely fainted, like lifeless. Yeah, and right now she's okay already. Yeah, she is. I just posted one of her corn eating in my Instagram media or Facebook stories, so you can see her. And I'll post more later this today. And then as of we got Manja, we got Wira. Wira is an adult male bear, still in here at the quarantine area, and he's an adult bear, and I don't dare to go close to him. Every time when he see me, he will bark at me. So I don't want to create any stress, so I stay away from him. Yeah, he's
Well,
no problem.
is he a wild bear or
No,
no?
no,
Okay.
all of the well, first of all of the bears are wild bear from the
Yeah,
beginning, but was kept as a pets. Yeah,
yeah.
and then it's a male bear. It's a full grown adult, so he's not very not habituated to many people, so to speak. And then we have Lumaku, the bears that we rescue from mini zoo last month. Yeah, so yeah, 2 months ago, and she's okay. And then we also have the latest rescue we call Sandokan, and Sandokan right now and Manja is about the same age, about the same weight now. So yeah, so Sandokan is weigh about 7 kilogram, a little bit more than 7 kilogram now. So we can see that Manja is catching up. So soon we will integrate uh, both of them together, those two female, and then we are thinking of maybe bringing both of them or one of them to Tabin Sabe project for the soft release rehabilitation. And then right now, for the Tabin Sabe project, Tinom has been living completely. She have not coming back to the bear cage for more than a month now, almost 2 months now. And then we do still go and, our team still go and look for her every day, and then fed her, give her some food to boost her up a little bit. So it's very promising that she's leaving her all by herself in the rain, in the sun, yeah, all by herself, which is good. And then so for Pitang, we are still walking her in the forest. She still got, if according to what Tinom did, yeah, and Pitang still have 1 year to go to, walking and then following back the keepers to the bear cage and every night and so on. A lot of work, elephant season from time to time. So elephant season is always the season where we are very worried, because last month, not too far away from our camp, there was a plantation worker got killed by elephant.
Oh no, really?
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the threat
So when
is
you say
there.
it's elephant season, Wong, is that because of the migration along the river, or what
No,
is
no,
the
no, no, no. So this is the completely different group from the
yeah,
from the
yeah,
from the
from the
Kinabatangan River.
river
These
river
are
group?
the
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the resident elephant that live in Tabin.
Yes,
And
okay.
then they move in a group. They travel, on the path, and
Yeah,
then a few months later they will come back again. Yeah, and then when they come back again, they move slowly, they feed slowly, and then they hang around. Depends on where they can find food. Sometimes they hang around longer. Sometimes they just pass through. Things like that. So when the elephant herds is there, so everybody have to stay alert. We have to keep all of our bear traps away from the elephant. Otherwise, the elephant would trash the trap. And yeah. And then sometimes if the elephant is around the camp, we cannot um, walk the bears in the forest because it's not safe. Elephant here and there. Yeah, so have to wait until they slowly move away. Then we can start
right.
resume everything. So yeah, so things have remains like that. Yeah, and
Many
then I'm not
many
sure.
dangers.
Yeah, many dangers, and then I'm not sure I should, announce this bad news. This morning, one of our bear passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Sigalong passed away. We just finished the necropsy. We just finished bury her remains. We Yeah, not sure why. She was, he was normal yesterday, eat normally, and everyone. Then this morning they found out that is dead already in the bear
Oh,
cage. Yeah, so we need to send sample to do some analysis and things like that. So we have not run anything yet. So
mm.
and yeah. But
Oh,
we
I'm
will
sorry to
announce the
hear that.
news.
That's a hard one for
Mm.
everybody who works with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
Okay, and that's it for me.
All
Yeah.
right, thank you. Any questions for
Mm-hmm.
Wong?
Sorry, I don't know much about sun bears.
Mm-hmm.
Where is their habitat? Is it just in Borneo or is it all
No,
through?
no, no. It's across Southeast Asia, ranging from eastern tip of India, eastern tip of Bangladesh, southern tip of China, Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Peninsula, Malaysia, Sumatra, and Borneo. And Borneo is a Bornean subspecies, very different from the mainland subspecies, which is double the size of the Bornean sun bear.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they are the
And how
smallest
many
Very
among the
how many
big.
smallest bear.
wild bears do you think you have in Borneo?
We do not know. Actually, right now we have a PhD students working and try to come up with a population estimation for sun bear in Sabah only. And then the only place where there is an official number is in West Malaysia, where the official says there are about 300 to 500 sun bear left in West Malaysia, which is not a lot at all.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
mm.
And it's an interesting question that you bring up there, Jessica, because one of the reasons that the sun bear is not actually listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List is the idea that we don't actually know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Wong, you've told me many times that there's far fewer than there are orangutans, but we
Mm-hmm.
just don't know how many, so you can't classify it.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, a bit worrying. Any other questions for Wong?
Yeah, Wong, how are the visitor numbers going? Are they
Uh,
staying stable or? or are they
Yeah, the
increasing?
visitor number is definitely affected by the stupid war. And then because after, I mean, the war started on February 28th, and the next week or two, there was so many cancellation. A lot of visit tourists that plans to the trip, and then many of them from the Europeans visitors, they will fly through Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Doha, all cannot come. And then right now there is only the groups that fly directly from, say, London to Singapore, to Kuala Lumpur, and then to French. I mean, from French, direct flight can come. If those they are used to overstop in Middle East, they still cannot come. Yeah, so I'm sure it affected quite a lot. And then when I talked to some of the tour operators, some of them, they said, their cancellations have reached 50%.
Oh, that's
Their cancellation have reached 40%, so which is quite concerning.
wow.
Which is why I start to drop my hairs again. 2 months, 3 months now, almost 3 months now, because of all these
Okay, so I
anxieties.
guess what we can do is adopt bears to help you keep food on the table.
Yeah,
Bears,
yeah.
right? That's what
Yes,
we.
yes, and yeah, and this year is supposed to be a good year because Malaysia government have do a series of promotions, campaign to promote Visit Malaysia Year 2026, and Sun Bear being chosen as the mascot. So everywhere you see in Malaysia, the hotel, all the attraction, they have these two little cute, Vira and Manja.
They're pretty cute. I was like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
taking
very very cute.
pictures
Yeah,
with them last when I
so
was there a couple of months
so
ago.
this is like, oh, it's so cute, right? Yeah.
They're so cute, and it's a shame that you're not getting the traction that they were meant to create, I guess.
Yeah.
I've got another one. So the international visitors are low, obviously, but what about local Malaysian
Yeah, local
visitors?
Malaysians, the number is always stable,
Okay.
because a lot of people travel dependent on, like, say, long holiday, weekend, and these are all locals. And then actually, we do not make money from the local at all because the ticketing price for the local is 10 ringgit, and then visitors from non-Malaysian is 50 ringgit. So our target audience for actually generate revenues is the international travelers, and then international traveler is like they subsidize the ticket for the locals. I want the locals to come and learn and to enjoy to see the bears, so that
Absolutely.
yeah, so that kind of situation. But hopefully it should be better, but it's not that bad yet. We still have, say for example, the Australian market is not affected still. Only I'm not sure whether in the future, where the price of the fuel, flying, and everything's go up, when the Strait
Yeah.
of Hormuz continue close, and in Malaysia we are still not too bad. Although I hear there are some operators in Kinabatangan River, they cannot offer two boat cruise because of they are having hard times on getting diesel. Yeah, so things like that. Yeah, definitely will be affected one way or the other.
Mm.
Yeah, so we pray for world peace.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
absolutely. Let's hope it changes quickly, hey? Thank
Mm.
you, Wong, for giving us that wonderful update. And before I pass on to our guest speaker today, you mentioned that it's your birthday coming up, and it's International Sun Bear Day. So just to round that off, I'm going to read you the first page of Saving Sun Bears. May 16th, 2015 was Wong's birthday, and his dreams were about to come true. Yet emotions seldom travel alone. So he also suppressed a sadness as he prepared to say farewell to a close friend. Wong hoped he would never see her again and took a few minutes to say his goodbyes before moving to a safe distance. The translocation cage had been tipped 90 degrees on its side, and he knew once he pulled the rope in his sweaty little hand, there was no turning back. He glanced at his watch, 10:40 a.m., then tugged. The door slid open and 5-year-old Natalie dashed about 10 meters. She slowed as her brain unpicked the unfamiliar concoction of odors accosting her nostrils. The unnatural smell of sanitized human skin behind her mixed with the organic, almost pulsating essence of crunchy leaf litter. A strange underlying note tugged at something deep within her subconscious. The scent of mineral-rich mud transported her back to a time walking beside her mother, and she crinkled her nose as she sauntered deeper into the undergrowth, savouring the olfactory brew at the back of her throat. Deep green was the colour of belonging, and she climbed towards it. Within minutes, she was free. Happy birthday for next week, Ron.
Well, thank you. That was beautiful. Yeah.